32-year-old John Scarpetti has spent all of his 7 years with the fire department at Engine 13.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at you, look at all that. Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta turn this over. Oh yeah. Sit in the back. All in the back, no fires in the back.
There's a fire in the empty basement of a 3-story house. One of the most dreaded situations from a firefighter's point of view. Firefighters must descend through flames into a contained area. The only way out is the way in. So if this becomes obstructed, they may become trapped. This home is unusual. Its foundations slope, and there's a second entrance to the basement in the rear of the house.
You have enough? Break that line. Break the line.
The fire has already spread to the first floor.
Go ahead, take it out.
Paul Novak and Kenny Lee approach the burning house from the rear.
By yourself, babe. Hurry up. Tell them to charge it. Shane. Tell them to charge it. Too fast. They're hitting it from the front. Okay, get you in. All right. Got a draft. Okay, let them hit it.
But there's a problem. Engine 20 has entered the house from the front as they start fighting the fire too. Their water supply turns instantly into a cloud of potentially lethal burning hot steam. Paul Novak and Kenny Lee are now at serious risk.
Oh, they're pushing, they don't want us. All right? Yeah, they're pushing, they don't want us. Just keep it on top, Kenny, so you don't hit anybody.
Somewhere in the chaos, Kenny Lee, who has removed his helmet to put his mask on, is hit full force with the burning steam. The fire involves several rooms in the basement and has progressed up the stairs to the first floor. Entering from the front door, Engine 20 moved to the top of the stairs leading down to the basement. At the same time, Engine 13 attacked the fire from the rear basement door. Unaware that Engine 13 was in the basement, Engine 20 opened up their jet at the top of the stairs as they descend towards the seat of the fire. In the intense heat, the water from Engine 20's pipe instantly flashed to steam, measuring 220 degrees Fahrenheit. The force of the water from their hose pipe drove the steam into the basement and out the back door where Kenny Lee stood with his crewmates. Lee was stunned, but continues to fight the blaze. Meanwhile, Steve Cobo and Truck 16's ladders have been called.
The ground ladders are the unsung heroes, so to speak, in a truck colony. You want to get your ground ladders to the second floor, the third floor of the building. You want to be able to get the ladder in a position where you can open up the dwelling to relieve the smoke and heat off the engine crew, because the engine crew is coming in with a line, and if the place isn't opened up, it's just sitting on top of the engine crew. And when they crack their line and they start putting the fire out, you want the windows opened up so you can escape all that heat and toxic smoke. The dangers in firefighting, I guess, is kind of, it's there. It's definitely there. It doesn't really cross your mind at the moment because the adrenaline is really going. Again, the adrenaline is going. It's in your mind, but it's kind of in the back of your mind.
With Steve Cobo atop the ladder venting, Paul Novak and the others try unsuccessfully to enter the building through a side entrance. But Engine 1920s action in the basement still generates so much steam, it is impossible for them to make any progress.
Window on the right side.
Kenny Lee finally realizes he's been injured by the steam. After seeing the medic, he reluctantly obeys orders to go off duty for 2 shifts. Lee is one of over 700 firefighters injured in the line of duty in 1997 in Baltimore, 50% of the front line. Once back on duty, Lee doesn't have to wait long to see action.
Everybody goes. Got multiple calls for building fire on North Avenue. Try to keep from getting up to the 3rd floor if you can. I don't want to get any water in that.
A Victorian-era pharmacy is ablaze. With no hope of saving the building, the firefighters seek only to extinguish it.
Okay, keep pouring it in there a little higher if you can, but just stay right in the middle of the 2 windows.
With some fires, even though it is generally our job to try to gain access, get in as close to the seat of the fire as we can, and extinguish it as quickly as we can, sometimes that's just not possible.
This is a case when it's clearly not possible. It's 7:30 a.m. as hundreds of commuters join the morning rush hour. The building has erupted in flames and smoke and is burning out of control. There's no hope of getting inside in conditions like this.
In these cases, we're forced to do what we call a defensive mode, where we're basically are trying to contain the fire to the buildings that are already involved and prevent it from extending to any other buildings in the area.
That wall can go at any time. It is up here, ready to come down.
There's some indicators that we've been trained to look for. We notice the smoke seeping through cracks in the walls. That's a fairly good indication that the walls are in poor condition. They're very likely that they will separate and fall at some point. So anytime we happen upon a fire where the smoke is actually coming through the walls, we'll stand back from that. The walls could be bowed outwards or bowed inwards. They could be leaning to one side or another. That's a pretty good indicator that if the fire gains any headway and begins to really destroy the interior of the building, that the building is more likely to collapse.
Stand up!
If the walls appear that they're going to fall, it's a possibility that just the weight of the water being thrown at the wall will knock it over if it's in particularly bad shape.
Okay, it looks like a wall's coming in. Shut it down, it's back up.
This fire was started deliberately, and no one has yet been caught. For the 3 teams that serve Baltimore's Wild West, Engine 13, Truck 16, and Medic 4, it's just another one of the 14,000 emergencies they have to deal with each year.